Alright, so we're going to start that 10-hour timer. What is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new video for you all today. So today I'm going to be rune crafting nature runes for 10 hours, and we're going to see how much money I make, hopefully get some decent XP, as well as we always have that chance of getting the rune crafting pet. So let's see what happens today. Now, for this specific 10-hour video, we are going to be coming in here with already having 99 rune crafting. Of course, 91 is required to get double natures. So I have that unlocked, and another thing we have unlocked for this one is the Achievement Diary Cape. As you can tell, we are not using the Abyss, we are not using fairy rings, we're not using any teleport tablets, we are just simply using capes for this one. That was very unique, I know, and on top of that, we're using the full set of Guardians of the Rift outfit as well as the Colossal Pouch. You know, we're pretty much maxed out here as it goes for rune crafting, and we have everything we need for this one. One thing that I want to say right off the bat is that for the very first hour, I did not have menu entry swapper enabled, and what this essentially means is I was right-click teleporting with my capes, and I was right-click filling up my pouch at the bank. But after the first hour, I quickly realized that I can just simply change all of that to left-click, which I will be showing you guys very shortly. But yeah, with this Achievement Diary Cape method, as well as using my max cape to teleport to the crafting guild, this should be the most efficient rune crafting I have ever done. So I'm curious to see how much money we make in 10 hours. Maybe we'll get lucky enough to get the pet, but before we continue on with today's video, some quick words from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by 1v1.lol. So this is the new upcoming game that everyone is playing right now, and you can play today on your mobile device wherever you want with whoever you want. There's really no better time than right now to start playing because the biggest YouTubers are in game with their own skins, featuring Laser Beam, as well as Clicks, and finally Slogo. Their skins will only be available from May 16th to June 2nd, so get them for free before they're gone. You just have to simply collect all the skins, and maybe you'll be the one to challenge them in game. Guys, what can I say? This game is awesome. It loads up right away. It's 100% free to play. As a matter of fact, right now they actually introduced a new champion who goes by the name of Fang, and not only does he look insanely awesome, but he also has an incredible ability becoming bats and being able to just chase down anyone and everyone. So with the combination of building mechanics and unique abilities across the board with every champion, it's a crazy combination and experience to play 1v1.lol. So what are you waiting for? Download 1v1.lol from my link in the description below and get started today. And a huge thank you to 1v1.lol for sponsoring today's video. Alright, we are back. So one thing I do want to say is the max cape also acts as a rune crafting cape, which essentially means that my pouch is never going to degrade, and I think it also acts as a tiara, so I don't need to, you know, wear that or bring a talisman. And instead of sipping your rejuvenation pool for energy while doing this method, which I had to do about 3 to 4 times every hour, you can replace that with bringing a desert amulet, having that equipped, and simply teleporting with that whenever you need run energy. So keep that in mind. That's probably one change I would have made if I could go back in time, but I can't now. So with all that being said, though, a little bit of advice for you guys related to this method. We now have 1 hour completed. I managed to get 57k XP, which is not the best, but again, I didn't have my menu entry swapper turned on. I was right-clicking everything, but I still managed to get over 20,000 nature runes in just 1 hour. So it was at this point where I decided to, alright, let me stop right-clicking my pouch, right-clicking my achievement cape. Now we can just simply left-click it, simply by just holding down Shift and just customizing it to your liking, which is what I did with my achievement diary cape, my max cape, as well as my pouch. So it's just going to save a lot of time essentially, and if you're efficient, this is just a good way to go about getting extra XP an hour, more nature runes rune crafted, and it just makes the clicking more bearable. You know, I've always done nature runes for a majority of my rune crafting. I did 44 to 99, all from nature runes back when they were like 230 GP each, and back when charged glories were actually worth something. So I know a lot about natures, and you know, this is definitely a new method, relatively new I should say, and I wanted to try it out. You know, I mean, a very nostalgic area is the Abyss, and I absolutely love doing it, but this method is 100% safe, so it's really cool for like hardcore Ironman accounts. You never have to enter the Abyss with this. Of course, the requirement's a little high with having the achievement cape unlocked, but I will let you guys know that there is another method to do this where you don't need the achievement diary cape. Karamja gloves get you somewhat close to this location, so that is another alternative to use, and also fairy rings. Of course, your rates will go down, but there is a substitute for everything in this game, you know, so you don't have to have the max maximum stuff to do this. You don't even have to have the colossal pouch, you know, you can have other pouches. As a matter of fact, I saw 2 different sets of bots that were doing this alongside of me, and some of them had the Guardians of the Rift outfit, the other ones were just wearing full graceful. And they were actually really strange accounts. They had 99 crafting, 99 rune crafting, and 99 magic, but yet they were all like 40 base combat skills. Very strange to see, but I did recognize that bot farm while doing this video. A lot of people commented on my last video, the 5,000 fever spiders, saying that this is going to be the most botted thing in the game, and this is a horrible update. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Almost everything in this game is botted now, so as well as rune crafting. That's why nature runes are 95 GP each. What can I say? You know, I'm trying not to help out the bots and give them better ideas, but they're going to find these things eventually, and I would say rune crafting is probably one of the most botted skills in the game at this point. And if you don't believe me, just go to Castle Wars Bank in any world, Crafting Guild Bank in any world, or the Ferox Bank in any world. You'll see plenty of rune crafters. But I'm not trying to demotivate you guys from rune crafting. I mean, that's just the reality of it right now. It's why runes are so low, same with Guardians of the Rift, but I'm not going to go into all that. I'm after the pet here myself. I'm after getting, you know, 30 mil base skills and everything one day. So throughout this video, we're going to be making some consistent GP, but I'm really trying to get the rune crafting pet so that one day I can go back to Guardians of the Rift and hopefully get the second version of this pet, because it is my favorite in the game, and rune crafting has always been one of my favorite skills personally, right behind Hunter. So I really did enjoy this one. I'm actually working on a pickpocketing video right now. So many updates recently, so I want to show you guys 10 hours of pickpocketing heroes tomorrow night related to elite clues, and that's a lot more click intensive than something like rune crafting, and I will say this one was much more profitable. So yeah, it's really nice to still see rune crafting being a pretty profitable skill, even in 2024 standards. And I really enjoyed this one. You know, I didn't have to use any stamina potions, I didn't have to use any amulets of glory. That's just a huge bonus, you know, and saves a lot of time on my end. So I do like this method. I mean, no doubt about it, if I ever runecraft natures again in the future, I'll be doing this method from now on. Unfortunately, I'd say the only downside of it, of course, is the requirements. You know, getting that achievement diary cape is no joke. As a matter of fact, I think I got mine about 1.5 years ago, so it took me a very long time to get it, and the achievement cape really did benefit me for this method, so really glad I got that. But one thing I should have mentioned in the beginning of the video is I was wearing a ring of endurance, so that did save me from having to sip my rejuvenation pool more than I would have originally. And also, ever since I switched from having to right click everything to just left click everything, I've managed to stay above 60k XP an hour the whole entire video, essentially like the last 9 hours. I think I peaked at like 64k XP an hour, but that was just that was luck or something like that. But either way, you can bring day out essence here, and you can maximize your XP, or I should say multiply your XP, depending on if you want to use them here or not. I've never runecrafted with those essence, not once in my life, so I would say, you know, I'm more of just a fan of spending 1 GP on the normal pure essence for this method, but that's all up to you. I think it's just really cool how you can make 20,000 nature runes an hour now. I remember at my peak hours back in 2014, I was making about 5,400 nature runes an hour, so times have definitely changed, but what a relaxing method. Really glad with this update that it kind of helped out runecrafting a little bit. And yeah, at the very end, I was averaging 61k XP an hour, and the more hours that you do this consistently, the better your clicking is going to be. You can also rearrange your map a little bit and use the zoom in feature for when you're close to the altar, just to get more accurate clicks in, but it's really all up to you. You know, everyone kind of clicks and plays differently, so all up to you how you want to go about doing runecrafting. But in general, I'm really glad I explored this method today. I finished the 10 hour pretty strong with 600k XP overall, as well as not 200,000 nature runes, but 213,000 nature runes, and it looks like they went down to 93 GP, so they're still dropping, but almost 2 mil GP an hour. Overall profit from this one, 19.9 mil. Overall XP, 600k. No pet this time around, but that just means we'll come back to runecrafting in the future. Maybe do another video on it somehow, some way. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and deposit these 213,000 nature runes into the rune tab, and we'll come back to them some point in the future. Well, a reminder, if you want to help support the channel further, to download 1v1 by using the link in the description today does help out quite a bit. And yeah, other than runecrafting, just been doing a little bit of PKing on the side as usual, so I figured I'd show you guys some footage here. And on top of that, we have 10 hours of pickpocketing heroes. I want to explore that method for elite clues. That video will be out for you guys tomorrow night, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, I'm just going to be focusing on a little bit more skilling for the rest of this month, and I do have some some pretty random videos planned as well. So we'll see what you guys think about that. But thank you very much for your continued support, guys. I know there hasn't been that many videos this month, but I promise you the rest of this month will be jam-packed with all sorts of different content for you guys. Apologize for the bot rant earlier. It just, there's so many bots in this game, man. I hope that they get looked at soon because I want to see the economy get better. And yeah, just too many bots. What can I say? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching the video today. Big thank you to the YouTube channel members with a special shout out to DeceptionZ, XExoticX, Let Us Attack. Thank you, guys. And until next time, Mr. No Sleep, out.